Star Wars fans, how are you feeling today? Another week has come, and with it, another episode of Ahsoka, Episode 4, Fallen Jedi, and I think that this episode may have fully brought Star Wars back for a lot of people out there. One might say the Force is strong with this one. So with that being said, what's up everyone, and welcome back to Jones Vibes. Hit the like button if you're new to the channel and to the galaxy, and let's dive in. So there's a lot to cover today, because this episode was jam-packed with, amazing Star Wars goodness. But I guess I'll start just by asking, what did you guys think? Because, man, this may sound like a hot take, but this may have been the best episode of Star Wars television that we've got so far. I can't think of anything that tops it. Luke at the end of Season 2 of Mando was incredible, but that episode wasn't crafted carefully around lightsaber fights. And these were truly some incredible lightsaber fights. It gave me prequel vibes mixed with some of that more raw, practical OT and sequel type stuff. Battling in the forest with the trees being cut apart, rocks being thrown with the Force, Marok and Ahsoka, Shin and Sabine. It was all just so well shot and choreographed, and I also was really happy that the camera wasn't shaking the entire time. I'm looking at you, Kenobi. But they're trying to stop Morgan and company from going into hyperspace and getting to THRAWN, and Ahsoka even says, whatever the cost. Even if that means leaving Ezra lost in space forever. She questions Sabine's intentions, which was such a good foreshadow. We had some really good dialogue between them, and then that headed straight into the action. And the setting of this episode was just beautiful. Cetos or Satos, I think this planet is, but these cherry blossom trees, this red and dark ambiance. You could really just feel the Force in the air. And the fights were crazy. Everyone's Marok theories were wrong too, so that was fun to see. Ahsoka cuts him down and he just turns into smoke and then drifts away, which really confused the hell out of me. Is he some sort of undead inquisitor, or is that Night Sister magic? Could he come back? Could he be Maul? Just kidding. But Shin Hati was incredible as well. But by the time that we get to Ahsoka versus Baylan, so much has already gone down. It was crazy. This episode, to me, at least felt longer than it was. Some people have been complaining about the runtimes, and I don't know, this one felt long enough for me for sure. But the showdown of these two was epic. They discuss what's coming with the future war and THRAWN, and he also brings up Anakin. And you can tell that it kind of gets under the skin of Ahsoka, but it doesn't last long. She immediately just engages. And we then get to see Baylan Skoll in action, and he's just the best. He really is. And he overpowers Ahsoka. He has the stature of a knight. It felt like an old school duel. And he wins, but not before she touches the map with her hand, and it kind of marks her hand, which I found interesting. I don't know if that means anything. Let me know what you think. But after Ahsoka is kind of cast away and thrown off the edge, we get back to Sabine. And this is the twist that I've been waiting for from this show. This is Star Wars. Sabine gives in to her emotions and chooses it over Ahsoka and the path of the Jedi. And personally, I'm just getting the feeling this is something that's not going to be short-lived. I think that the next time Ahsoka sees Sabine, she's going to be heading full bore towards the dark side. And what does that mean with her relationship with Ezra, and how would he handle seeing something like that? Is their long-awaited meeting after so much time going to be kind of overshadowed by her choices? Definitely food for thought, but our rebels are left in chaos. Hera, Jason, Chopper, and the other Rangers are left in the dust. I loved that scene. Morgan, Baylan, Shin, and Sabine head towards this unknown galaxy. The tension that was building during this hyperdrive scene. All the gears and things are booting up, and the score was just building and building until finally, boom! It just feels like all 4 episodes that we've seen so far have been building towards that one moment. And so I was blown away, and I thought that was kind of just the culmination, but then it happens. And I have goosebumps just talking about this. I don't know, the feeling I got during this last scene was something else. Ahsoka wakes up in a live-action World Between Worlds, and that alone was bringing tears to my eyes. The music was swelling, but it was insane seeing all of the illuminated pathways, and then we get a voice, a familiar voice saying, "Hello, Snips," saying hello to his Padawan, and Ahsoka turns around, and Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, is standing there in all of his freaking glory, and that's just when I lost it. And look, like, Kenobi did a fine job, specifically with Hayden Christensen in the Vader suit, but this was absolutely perfect. And it just ends like that, on a cliffhanger. Anakin Skywalker's now with Ahsoka in the world between worlds, and where do things go from here? Is it Anakin, or is it possibly Vader? Who knows? The big question is, if Morgan and everybody make it to THRAWN and they destroyed the map, how does Ahsoka get there? Maybe the Purgle? Maybe somehow from the world between worlds? Also, are there more Force ghosts in the world between worlds? Are we gonna see other characters? Plo Koon? It's all just so insane, and I could talk all day, but I guess I'll leave it at that. Best episode ever, and Star Wars never really left for me, but I'll still say it. Star Wars is back. But more important than anything, what did you think? Please let me know all of your Ahsoka Episode 4 thoughts down in the comments. Also, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. You can follow me on X at JonesVibesOnly, and keep up the good vibes, guys. But Master and Padawan have been reunited once more, but what does it mean? I guess we'll see.